Welcome to episode 141 of the Ben Briggs podcast. I am Ben Briggs. It's Tuesday, people. Tuesday, the 8th of September, 2020, and we are coming back in your lug holes, in your fucking ear holes, son. I hope you're doing well. I hope everything's going out in your little world out there, wherever you're listening from around the globe, out there in cyberspace. Who knows? It was a nice weekend for me. I was still getting over the first gig back. I've got another one lined up at some point, and the gigs are coming back a little bit more now, which is nice. We'll be living up to our remit, people, of talking about gigs and shit and weird places I've gone and trying to get out there, man. Hey, man, I'm just trying to get back out into society. We're all trying to do it at the moment, but it's really tough times, you know? So I don't know what the fuck I'm on about today. It's been one of those days today, people, where I've been slightly losing grip a little bit. I don't know. Let's have a little bit of tea. Everybody has it every now and again, people, don't we? We all start going a little bit funny. And, So, one thing I have seen, which is no laughing matter, I suppose, the California wildfires of California, that seem to be happening every year now. Global warming, possibly, who knows? That I did notice that on the news. I was watching that on the news. So that's something that apparently was started by an ultimately very, very new phenomenon, which it was meant to be started. This is what the reports say, that it was started by a gender reveal party, which was blamed for it. I don't know if this is a purely American phenomenon, isn't it? I think I've never heard of this before. I've never even heard of this going on in the UK, a gender reveal party. Either before or afterwards, it was a boy or a girl, wasn't it? I think that's basically what they do in it, and they release either pink. It's all for social media, isn't it? All for the likes and shit like that. This is what social media fucking, this is why Mark Zuckerberg essentially needs kicking in the cunt. Or the pussy, even, if you're not fond of that word, as I am. Because people are now recording, obviously. Who'd have thought that? Hey, this is a great way to keep in contact, and then, it ends in a bushfire years later. Because people just want to... I don't know how a gender reveal party can be the cause of the California wildfires. What was it? A really pissed off dad who wanted a boy? Was it a Chinese family living out in California? He just saw the fucking pink balloons come out and just, fuck this. Started setting fire to shit. I don't know. Let's have a little bit more tea. Or maybe she, it was a girl. She was born. She instantly got a boyfriend. They fell out and she just burnt all his shit. I don't know. But anyway, that is the cause. I don't know. Everything's a big occasion these days, isn't it? You know what I mean? I know having a child, I imagine, I haven't gone through it. I imagine it's quite a big deal in somebody's life. Something to get excited about, I suppose. I imagine it is. I've had a dog in the past. It was quite good getting it that day and stuff, but they begin to grate on you after a while, don't they? As I imagine children do, But yeah, the phenomenon of the gender reveal party, just I don't know. They have a baby shower, a gender reveal party now. Are they going to start? A conception party? Is that all? You get your grandparents round, crowded round the bed and shit like that, shouting encouragement, giving you a little bit of advice. Is that the next stage to it? Just doing all that. Hey, he's fired one in there. Hey, congratulations. Let's get that on fucking camera. I don't know, man. It just seems like I'm most people, who that I don't really care. Like, I see people posting up pictures, those grainy fucking photos of a fucking potato with arms, and everyone's, oh my God, this is amazing. This is the best thing that's ever happened to us. This has changed our lives, man. But I never really get that excited about, it's two people fucking, isn't it? It's maybe it's that whole thing about them forming a family that I resent. Because I haven't got my own. That could be it. This could be it. We may have just saved me thousands of pounds in therapy by just nailing that. Maybe that's it. Maybe I hate the things I want. I hate other people having it. That could be it. I don't know. Let's have a little bit more tea before we open that fucking box up, baby. Anyway, yeah. So the gender reveal party has been blamed for the fucking California wildfires, which is sweeping through the global warming has got off lightly on this one. They can pinpoint it down. What a way for that kid to be brought into the world. They've revealed its gender and stuff like that, and when it's born, what are they going to do? Arrest that kid? See all this devastation around here? We decided to call you fucking Damien because your gender reveal party killed 189 people and caused millions of pounds worth of damage. Even before it's born, this child is having an adverse effect on the environment around which it lives. I don't know, man. Here in the UK, we have our own problems at the moment, whereby from the 14th, so when's that? Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Next Monday, from the 14th of September, next Monday. Is that right? It doesn't seem right. Have I done my math? Hey, man, have I done my math right? Let's have a little look on the old mobile phone. Yeah, 14th, Monday. I even counted that with my fingers as well and didn't trust myself. From the 14th of September here in the UK, Scotland, Wales, Northern Ireland, England. I don't know. They seem to be splitting us up. It's different rules for different areas at the moment. But I know definitely in England, above 6 people, social gatherings above 6 people are banned. It's over. If there's 7 of you that are friends out there, you're gonna have to cherry pick your favourites. Somebody's gonna be left out, right? And that somebody has then got to make friends with a 5 group or a 4 group or anything like that. You're going to have to scale. This is where friendship comes into it. You see where you stand on the leaderboard of your friendship group. If everybody's going out and blocking you from posts on Instagram and Facebook and Twitter about how much of a great time they had sitting there in the fucking mass in their little bubble and shit, you know you are possibly not one of their best friends. This is a time in history where those people who are on the periphery of your group just fall away. This is essentially, at the moment, like leaving school and going to university, isn't it? Because at school, you've got people there, you're really good friends with them, you're there's a big group of you goes out, you're all great and that sort of thing. You all get along, you all go to university and like, yeah, I'm going to fucking take that person out of my life right now. They can go. I'll probably see them when I come home, but I ain't going to travel down to see them. I ain't going to have them up to see me. It was nice. They were there at a point of time when I needed them, when I was, less socially skilled. And, this is that stage. And then it'll be down to just households that'll be able to go out and you're essentially just going around with your family, which people like me who haven't got children or a spouse or a wife or anything like that are fucked. I don't know what it is like because the rules are so confusing still. I know. Hey, man, he's still going on about this virus thing. Because all the rules keep changing all the time. And they're different in different areas. So you're like, oh, shit, I might be able to go away on holiday or whatever. I was meant to be going to Edinburgh in fucking whenever it was. When is it? November. I was meant to be going. Decided to cancel that little trip for 3 days away because it's, you can't go anywhere really out and about in Scotland. You can, but, everywhere closes early and shit like that. And, if you want to go into a bar, you have to wear one of those be wheeled in like Hannibal Lecter in Silence of the Lambs with one of their fucking masks on, just growling at people. And then I had a trip. I was going to go to New York again in February for my birthday and do a few gigs out there. But that as I don't know the situation. I don't think any of the comedy clubs are open in New York. Tell me otherwise. I don't know, but I'm not aware of any sort of like clubs. Some of the big clubs are closed. I wanted to go to a few places and just like check out the quality of the acts over there as well. But like all the big clubs and that sort of thing are closed. I saw protests about it, trying to get the comedy clubs open. I think it's just like cafes and shit like that that's still open. So that's been curtailed as well. So it's just, you're just wandering around your local area. Oh, I know what I'll do. I'll go to the shop for the day. We'll have a day trip to the shop. That's what we'll do as the government reels us in, taking away our liberties. I don't know, people. I don't know. But anyway, social gatherings in the UK. If you have, I don't know about whether anybody else has got these restrictions, like just banning to 6 people in a fucking little bubble. I don't know if any other countries have got these sort of restrictions or whether it's just us. And our government seem to have gone, holy fucking shit, this is fucking great. We can control the population. Maybe I'm watching too many conspiracy theories, going down too many fucking rabbit holes. This is one thing, he says, almost losing his voice. This is one thing that you do see that I have noticed on social media in amongst my friend group. When it starts to kick in, you see the people, when it started in March, all this sort of shit, you see the people who are quite logical with everything. Okay, we need to get this done. This is fine. Then you see the people who, the stitches start being pulled the longer it goes on, and they start unpicking. Those stitches start splitting a little bit, and you just see people posting shit on social media, and you're like, holy fucking shit, well, she's fucking losing it. People claiming they've had COVID earlier in the year and must have forgot about it at some point, and then, I feel ill again. I think I've got... Well, you're the first person to have it twice. I'm pretty sure they're both just a cold. That's fine. But you see the stitches and unpicking, people going a bit crazy. And you're like, fucking hell. Jesus, there's another one. Straight to the funny farm. Posting some shitty fucking conspiracy theory that they've downloaded from... Ended up in some sort of wormhole down YouTube. Posting videos of David Icke and shit like that. I don't know, people. But yeah, that's my, these people aren't my normal mental people. Usually, I can spot a mentalist a mile off on social media. They're always fucking posting those motivational quotes or, nobody can hurt me. Nobody can hurt you unless you let them. All that sort of shit, innit? There's fucking rainbow in the background, a couple of butterflies on there, squiggly calligraphy writing. Yeah. That's the first sign now, isn't it? It was talking to yourself. Talking to yourself or fucking, hearing voices maybe. Now it's posting memes up. Motivational memes. Those emotional fucking cut and paste fucking bullshit emotion shit. That is now the first sign of mental illness for me. Ah, dear. I don't know. Where will it all end, people? I'll tell you where it's going to end. It's going to end with all of us sitting on separate tables in a fucking airport car park because nobody can travel anymore, getting table service for fucking watered down drinks that contain mind control drugs. I've said it. It's out there now. That's my conspiracy. Share it if you want. I don't know, people. We're losing society a little bit, aren't we? All the great things about society we're losing. I don't know. Anyway, talking about losing great things from society, he says, with no sense of irony, but an ultimate sense of irony within there. I read today. I've never watched this program, by the way. I'm aware of these people, but I've never watched it. But apparently, Keeping Up with the Kardashians is over after 14 years. I never watched one fucking episode. I know Kanye West bangs one of them who's got a massive ass. That's about as much about the... I know, like, the dad Kardashian before he died, was an attorney for O.J. Simpson. The glove didn't fit. That's about it. I know there's loads of them. I think all their names begin with K, and the dad's now the mum. Is that right? Caitlyn Jenner, she's something to do in there, isn't she? She's something to do with them. Anyway, that's over. This is because although this has not touched my life, there's a lot of people online who are upset by the fact that they can't watch somebody with a big ass have a chat with their dad, mum. I don't know. I'm lost. I'm lost. I'm speechless. Kanye West, yes, he has genuine talent. I've got a few of his albums. I enjoy his music. He's fucking great. He thinks he's a fucking godlike guy, but sometimes he's fucking American, isn't he? You know what I mean? They're all very confident people most of the time, unless they're, unless they're fucking serial killers. Even their serial killers seem more confident than ours. As are always fucking withdrawn people doing it on the sly, aren't they, with a fucking needle or shit? Some sort of doctor who's fucking got some god complex. Like shit, man. But the rest of them, I don't know what they do. They just seem to be famous for being famous. Kim Kardashian seems to be famous because she's got a big ass. She did that. Is she the one? Oh, I'm gonna have to Google this. I don't. Sorry, Americans, but I don't keep up with this shit. But there was Kim Kardashian, fucking ass champagne. Can I Google that and it comes up with that photo? Was that ass champagne? Fucking yes. There you go. You shouldn't be able to Google somebody's name followed by ass champagne and actual images come up. That shouldn't be a thing. You can't be a celebrity just for having a massive ass, surely. Is that what she's, And then she's got her siblings there. I don't know the size of their asses. I imagine they're not quite as big. And they go out with, you know, not quite as famous rappers as Kanye West. I have no idea. But apparently that is cancelled. And I can see that as no great loss, really. They seem to be the first major family who didn't really do anything. I know, like, Caitlyn Jenner fucking won the decathlon or whatever when she was her previous self. I don't know if you can, that's dead name achieving. I don't know. You know, did Caitlyn Jenner still win the decathlon? Does she associate herself with the person, or is that a different person who did that? I don't know. I haven't got on speed dial. I can't fucking ask her. Just throw a javelin. Still, see if you got it, Caitlyn. Obviously, still not got the javelin. I wouldn't have thought. That was removed. Now, yeah, but these seem to be the first sort of like family of like people who didn't really do a lot. Obviously, you know, Caitlyn Jenner won the decathlon thing, but the fucking mum was married to fucking an attorney who represented O.J. Simpson, and the daughters were fucking hot with a big ass. And then you've got all the periphery characters around that. I think, I don't know. As I say, I've never watched an episode. Hey, man, you ought to watch it before you cast an opinion on it. I can cast an opinion that I imagine is one of the most fucking vacuous shows on TV. All of those things are, though, aren't they? You know, like the fucking Ozzy Osbourne one. I mean, that at least that was watchable because you're fucking looking at Ozzy Osbourne going, that guy. On every episode, he was always doing summer, treading in dog shit in his fucking living room or something. You know, dog shit on his pillow and he slept on it or something. I can relate to that. I can't relate to people who have just got a big ass doing champagne over their shoulder. You know, somebody in the background, you know, the dad's in the background just looking through lingerie catalogs and shit. For the first 2 seasons. Hey, you see my lipstick? No, I haven't seen that at all. I'm sure that's... Are you wearing lipstick today, Dad? Yeah, so, yeah, that has ended. But, you know, I remember years ago when MTV first came over here and we could get it. I think we had like a Sky... You used to get a Sky fucking box. I know you still get a Sky box these days, but it's got everything on it. But this was back in the old school Sky box when you had one channel that you could be the Sky thing, and you used to press the button. We had like 8 channels on a TV, and channel 8 was always the fucking either the Sky box with a fucking massive controller, or it was the video channel. And it was like wooden. It was quite cool TV. The fucking hipsters would fucking wank all over that TV now. It was like wooden round the outside and fucking had a, you know, like, it had the thing when you, the TV didn't have a remote. So you'd just, like the Skybox had a remote, but you'd press it off like that, and it had the whole screen would go down into a little white dot in the middle of the screen, and then it would go off. It was kind of, you know, it was hey man, it was retro TV. It was Sky when Sky used to have the DJ Cat show on there. When did that end? Let's have a look. DJ Cat show. The DJ Cat show. Fucking here's a blast from the past. 1st of September 1986 to the 31st of December 1995. I wasn't watching it then when I was 18. I might have been. It was the 80s, I think. It was late 80s when we had it. I must have been about 12, 13, something like that, late 80s. But yeah, there was a show on there on the Sky on MTV that was The Real World. That would probably date it, better, wouldn't it? And it was like I think it was like the first reality thing. The Real World, known as Real World, from 2014 to 2000, original. Let's have a look. Original cast. Where are they now? I imagine they've got fucking The Real World New York. Was that it? 1992. I don't know. It might be. How old would I be in 1992? 15, 16. I don't think I was watching the DJ Cat show at 15. I might have been. The Real World TV series. I don't know. 1992, it says. But I remember watching the original series on there, and that seems to be the start of. But they just took randomers. You know what I mean? They just took random people. I remember one of them was a singer or something, and had his was doing that, like sticking his tongue out in a fucking fan's mouth, and the fan bit it off or bit it half in half or something like that. Hey, it was like it was the original watching people sitting in a house, watching people sitting in a house. It was that sort of thing, and it was fucking massive. And that's when everybody's gone, holy fucking shit, we can make some fucking money out of this. Get people, Big Brother, and then it was like, you know, celebrities. When it was like normal people, and then Big Brother was normal people, and then celebrity, they went, hang on a minute, fucking celebrities will fucking do anything to stay in the limelight. See if we can make them cunts on TV as well. And the Kardashians seems to be the massive. It's just a sales pitch, isn't it? Isn't it just a sales pitch to sell us shit we don't want? The Kardashians, aren't they just like the ultimate fucking Google ad? Aren't they? They've sold us a lifestyle that none of us can achieve. But I don't know. Anyway, it's over. I digress. The last bit, here we go. The last bit is a religious leader who blamed gay marriage. They always do that, don't they? On COVID, for COVID-19, not on COVID-19, for COVID, has got COVID. It's never anybody like just, hey, this guy who lives down the road has just like blamed COVID on marriage. Really? On gay marriage? Really? Religious leader. Here we go. It's always something to do with religion, isn't it? Hey, it's against God. You know what would have been easier? What would have been easier for history if fucking Jesus was like all seeing, all knowing, you know, he's the son of God. He has a word with his dad, God. If God is all seeing and all knowing, he would have seen this shit coming, the complications. You'd at least proofread the fucking Bible a little bit, wouldn't you? You know, this, hey man, do you think we ought to clarify the thing about whether, you know, gays are against you, dad, or not against you, dad? Do you think we ought to, you know? No, it'd be fine. People will work it out for themselves. Basically in there, it says you can fucking bang anything apart from animals. Are you sure about that? Because there's nothing specifically about gay people. People might take that the wrong way or anything. No, it's fine. It's always someone religious just looks at the fucking text. Well, it doesn't say anything about gay marriage. I don't know. I don't think two guys banging away or two women, you know, doing whatever they do, you know, sharing tongues, having a little bit of a titty rub. I'm going to throw it out there. I don't think two women having a titty rub together was the cause of coronavirus, COVID-19. I mean, I'm not a trained scientist. I can't see how that would result in a worldwide pandemic. And people fucking hell, just going fucking hell. If Claire and Claudia hadn't fucking rubbed tits, I'd be able to go down the pub now with 7 of my mates. Oh, fucking hell. It's always that, innit? It's always that. He says losing his voice. It's always some religious leader with a fucked up idea. Never did that. Well, no, clearly not. But now he's got coronavirus. this geezer. Holy shit, he looks like a fucking lunatic. Filarette has around 15 million followers. Jesus. He's got a hell of... He looks... He looks very... He looks like a Klansman without the front fucking mask bit. Everything else... He looks... He's got a white sort of like Tutankhamun fucking headdress on. A church leader who blamed the emergence of coronavirus on same-sex marriage has now contracted the disease. Patriarch Filarette, 91. He ain't going to last, is he? He's not going to last. He's in hospital in a stable condition after he was diagnosed with COVID-19 during routine testing. The Ukrainian website... there we go. There we go. You know. Confirming his diagnosis on Friday, a statement said, if people just stop fucking each other in the ass, he can make it through. Dear. We informed that during the planned testing, His Holiness, Patriarch Filarette of Kiev and all Russia, Ukraine, tested positive for COVID-19. Now His Holiness Bishop is undergoing treatment at a hospital. He's just fucking looking at straight porn magazines like that. Come on, you can get me through. You can get me through this. Somebody slips in a fucking Julian Clary DVD and he goes into fucking anaphylactic shock. Oh, I don't know, people. Anyway. That is episode 141. If you have any questions, you want to slag me off or abuse me in any way, shape or form, it's just podcast@benbriggs.co.uk. I will be back on Saturday, motherfuckers. I shall speak to you then. Have a good week. Take care.